Hi guys, welcome to DTM's Reef. So as you can see, I'm currently struggling with a little bit of hair algae. Now this doesn't come as much of a surprise with having no sump, no skimmer, things like that. My parameters are a bit all over the place, but it's not all doom and gloom, to be fair. I've been doing my 10% water changes every week. I'm going to ramp that up and start doing 25% water changes. So I'm still using the hang on the back filter, and in that filter I've just got filter floss, some ceramic media balls, and carbon. The carbon needs changing today, so that's going to be done. I've still only got the one kessel. I am ordering another kessel to go with this one this week, so I'll have two kessels, so there'll be one on that side, one on that side. I'm also looking at buying, I know that it's a no skimmer, no sump, simple thing, but I'm thinking that for the good of the tank I may get a simple hang on the back skimmer. I've been looking at a Bubble Magus QQ1 for this tank. It's quite a nice hang on the back skimmer. It's got good reviews, so I might give it a try, and it's fairly cheap, at around £70. So I don't know what that is in US dollars, like about 90, 100 US dollars, but it's about £70. So the tank's only just woke up. I've just turned the lights on for the purpose of this video. I do have the lights on a timer. I only have 5 hours of daylight a day. I don't have no blues running on their own. It's just, I don't have a controller. It's literally just a simple timer. I'll show you the timer. It's on a Hive. I don't know if everyone's heard of Hive from British Gas. It's a Hive active smart plug. So I got that from work. I work for British Gas, so I got that from work. So I thought I'd try it out on the lights. It works pretty well. So there's another light coming. Now the green hair algae is becoming a little bit of a pain in my backside. So I've been reading all sorts of different things, and keeping with the simplicity of this build and what it's supposed to be for people that don't really have the money to buy canister filters and skimmers and sumps and all that business and start dosing, I'm going to first try it the simple way. I'm going to try and battle this hair algae by water changes, regular water testing, and basically just try to get to the root of the problem rather than try and mask it with adding chemicals into my system. So my nitrates, I did a nitrate test last night. My nitrates are slightly high at 30. Hovered between 30 and 40. That's using the Red Sea test kit. So that needs addressing. I've started feeding less, not at a detriment to the fish. They're still getting plenty of food. But I've started feeding a little bit less. I'm on flake food at the minute, but I'm thinking of changing that and using some pellet food with a target feeder so that I can just feed the right amount. I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube. There's quite a lot of success with things like that, so I'm going to try that. So what I'm doing is, when I do my water changes, I'm pulling off as much hair algae, turning off the power heads, turning off the filter, pulling off as much hair algae as I can, and the hair algae that ends up floating around in the water, I siphon out when I do my water change. The sand bed's pretty good. I tell you what the good thing is about this tank at the moment. Yes, I'm struggling with hair algae, but I have had no cyanobacteria or anything like that. So to be fair, I think I'd rather have green hair algae. I'd rather have a problem with hair algae than start messing about with cyanobacteria and things like that. So in a way, I'm quite lucky. Corals are still doing okay. We've got candy cane and some mushrooms. So everything's doing okay. Photo bomb from the snail. So I'm going to get myself a fox face, because I've always had a fox face in my previous tanks, If you watch back to my previous videos, unfortunately, my last foxface died in a bit of a freak accident where he got stuck to my wave maker. So I'm going to get a foxface. I've always had success with foxfaces eating nuisance algae. So I'm going to give it a whirl because it is a fish that's on my list anyway. Yes, I know adding a foxface will increase my bioload. I'm well aware of that, but like I said, I am starting to ramp up my water changes to 25%, and I'm also thinking of getting a hang on the back skimmer. Nice and simple and cheap. So it still runs in line with what I'm doing, to be fair. I'm also today going to be getting some cleanup crew, because my cleanup crew I don't think is up to the task. You can see down here there's 2 empty shells. My hermit crab, I only have 1 hermit crab, and he decided to kill 2 of my snails, try their shells out, because I watched him do it. He got out of his shell into their shell, then killed another snail, did the same, and then he's just got back into his original shell and left them. So I'm going to leave them in. I'm going to clean the algae off them, but I'm going to leave them in there in case he decides he wants to swap his shell over, so he's not killing anything else, hopefully. So I'm going to get some more cleanup crew. I'm going to get 10 turbo snails, and I'm going to get 5 more hermit crabs and an emerald crab and a foxface today. So check back later on, or maybe tomorrow. If I get time today, I'll do it today, but check back for the update on the new stock. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.